Hello, everybody. Welcome to Utah RemoteCon 2020. This is our first panel of the day of the convention. We are so excited that you're here. We are talking about Fast and Furious in space, mainly the future of the franchise. And I'm going to bring the panelists on in just a couple of minutes. But before I did that, I wanted to remind everybody about what we're doing with Utah RemoteCon. Number one, we are on the YouTube channel for Stolen Droids. We're also on Utah RemoteCon Facebook page. That's where you can find all of our panels this week. We encourage you to go and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well as go to the Facebook page so you can follow that. More importantly, what are we doing with Utah RemoteCon? We are raffling off prizes at every panel to raise money for the American Cancer Society. If you would like to buy raffle tickets, you can do that by going to givebutter.com/Utah RemoteCon 2020. You can buy tickets there. We have some great prizes that we're giving away. At the end of this panel, we will be giving away 4 Mad Max prints that have been donated to us and an Alien versus Predator pin set, as well as a gift card to Mountain Donuts. So some great prizes to give away, and we'll have some more details on that at the end of the panel. If you don't want to get prizes, which is fine, and you just want to donate, you can donate to the American Cancer Society for our event by going to givebutter.com/Utah RemoteCon 2020. So that's what we're doing here. We're hoping to raise some money. Our goal by the end of the week is to raise $5,000, and we're just over $1,400 right now. So we encourage you to donate if you can. Share those links if you can't. We surely appreciate it. And I think at the end of the week, if we hit $5,000, I've heard rumors that I've got to like wax my legs or something. I don't know. So I still want us to hit the 5,000 anyway. Either way, right? So let me go ahead and bring on our moderator for this panel. We've got Steve and Izzy joining us from Everything I Love or Everything I Learned from Movies podcast, right?
That's right. Yeah, don't worry. Everybody gets it wrong the first 4 or 5 times. Everything I Learned from Movies.
It's easier to remember that than like the initials. I have to think EIL because like your Twitter is, yeah. But we're so excited to have both of you here. I'm going to go ahead and add the other panelists here so you can introduce them, and then I'm going to disappear and let you guys run with the show.
Excellent.
So let's get them added here. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Morning.
Hey.
Doing well. How about you?
Hello.
Oh, doing great. All right, Steve, I'm going to disappear now and let you guys go with it.
Excellent. Bye, Jake.
And I'm going to apologize ahead of time. Our video's a little glitchy. We have some new technical equipment coming, but yeah, we're a little slow right at the moment. So.
Yep. And as Jake was saying, you can donate at givebutter.com/Utah RemoteCon 2020. And if you donate specifically for Team Everything I Learned from Movies with a $50 donation, you'll be getting an art print or paracord bracelet of your choice from untidyvenus.etsy.com. My lovely wife is displaying some of her art here. Or a $100 donation. Guess what? You get to pick a movie for us to do on the podcast, and we'll send you a little gift bag. So keep that in mind. And remember, every dollar you get your raffle tickets too, right?
I should have donated to you guys versus Stolen Droids.
Yeah, thanks, man.
There you go. Good job, Ben.
And I just want to say on a personal note, the gift card to Mountain Donuts,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
our favorite donut shop. It is fantastic.
Yeah, and our neighbors up here, which is
Yeah.
great. But let's go around and introduce our fellow panelists here. I guess we'll start ladies first. Please welcome Val. She's from Movies That Made Us and B98.7, among other things. She's very busy. Welcome, Val.
Hey, thanks for having me. Excited to talk about Fast and Furious today.
Excellent. And then we have Craig Price from Matinee Heroes. Craig.
Hey, good to see you guys. Somewhat confused why I'm here, but I'm happy to help out because I wanted to be on the first panel of the con.
He hates these movies. Why is he here?
I do.
Who let
At
him
least
in
they're on
here?
it why I'm here.
Yes, as someone who's seen number 8 and maybe Hobbs and Shaw. I don't know.
I saw Hobbs and Shaw. I saw 8 because you forced me to. And I'm pretty sure that the only reason I'm here is this is a revenge situation where you told Jake to put me on this panel so you'd think because I'm such a professional, I would watch all the movies to make sure I was ready. I did not.
Damn, it didn't work. All right. Well, also joining us, we have Ben Fuller, who's a co-founder of SLC Nerd and and Geek ATL. Welcome, Ben.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were, a defunct con. Now we just run a fun little Facebook page these days.
Nice. And it looks like you're joining us from the beach there?
Yeah, I'm better than you guys, so I'm sitting on the beach right now in the south, where nothing's on fire, from what I can tell.
Just drinking a
Your
couple
hair is on
Coronas
fire.
and-
You look at
It is. My wife is going to be super pissed when she realizes I'm doing this, and she's not a fan of the bleach blonde hair. So now this lives on in infamy for her. I'm going to get an angry text message here shortly. I guarantee it.
And also joining us, we have Robert. And Robert, sorry you kind of showed up last minute as far as I know. I have no idea who you are, but welcome.
Tell us about yourself.
Tell us about yourself.
Thank you for having me. Yes, last minute edition, but happy to be here and happy to talk about the accelerated and the aggrieved.
Excellent. Well, I guess, on our podcast, we lived life a quarter April at a time and went through all 10 of the Fast and Furious movies.
That's right.
That's right, including Roger Corman's 1954 classic, The Fast and the Furious, which this may shock you, a little different than what you're used to.
I mean, it does involve trying to escape to Mexico and outrunning the cops.
It does. So there's a little tie in there. But I guess just kind of going around, if you just want to tell us maybe your favorite moment and your least favorite moment of the franchise. Craig, let's start with you since that should be really quick.
Well, so my
Really
favorite
quick,
part
Craig.
is usually the end credits. And my least favorite is whenever that walking toe Vin Diesel shows up. I'm not a big fan of Vin Diesel. Paul Walker's fine. I like when Michelle Rodriguez I like her. She's tough and spunky. I like her. But Vin Diesel, he's the reason I'm probably the least involved in the Fast and the Furious because he makes me furious and he's not that fast.
You gotta watch Too Fast, Too Furious then.
Because he's not in it. That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
He
Tokyo
shows
Drift.
up for like 4 minutes in Tokyo Drift, too. So
Yeah.
it should be fine.
And Craig, you didn't mention Charlize Theron as your favorite moment when she shows up with the dreadlocks, so I'm a little confused.
Well, that is, but it's early and I didn't want to. It's early morning stuff. I just didn't want to get everybody all hot and bothered this early. But yes, whenever Charlize appears, it was my favorite part of the franchise, the entire franchise. Though I just found out Gal Gadot is also in the franchise.
Oh yeah.
So maybe I have to revisit that. I don't know. But now I'm starting to sound like a
Number 4
pervert,
and
and I'm
5
not.
primarily.
So
Everything's coming out here.
Nice. Ben, how about you?
Guys, anything that happened in Tokyo Drift, I'm here for.
Yeah.
If the series, and I think I said this in that little Facebook group, like I stand Tokyo Drift. Without Lucas Black and Bow Wow, we don't get Han, we don't get literally anything else after that. So I'm here for that. And my least favorite is probably when he died in Tokyo Drift.
Oh.
Not
Well,
later in the series again, but Tokyo Drift.
we have some theories. You may not have Deckard Shaw without Twinkie, so
You wouldn't, you just don't get them. That's how it is.
Yeah. All right, Robert, how about you?
Least favorite is probably Too Fast, Too Furious, top to bottom.
no bad
Check
boys?
Tocito, cuz.
I watched it the other day because I was like, I know I've seen this movie and can't remember anything about it. Watching it, I'm like, yeah, no, this really did nothing for me. Even without Vin Diesel. Sorry, Craig.
I should want to see that now.
Favorite, really, I enjoy the race scenes and watching how the different directors have tried to visualize them. I think that's actually kind of my favorite thing. But that's the Smokey and the Bandit kid in me who's just like, they're going fast. This is great.
Well, that's probably why it's my number 2, since they faked all the race scenes in number 2.
Because
that's just it. Go ahead,
Because
Craig.
Fate of the 8 was so realistic that they didn't fake any of that. That was all real. The ice, which is the one where they
whole
jump
third
from
act.
building to building.
Building to building, yeah.
That's number
That was
7.
7.
Yeah. Yeah, a real cast of characters for the directors too. I mean, Too Fast, Too Furious is John Singleton, and
Yeah, but
it was Justin.
not
Lin.
John's top work by any stretch.
No, not a little bit.
Hey Val, what's your favorite and least favorite scenes?
So I'm not going to go by scenes, but like my favorite it'd probably be the first movie because I was a huge Point Break fan, and you guys can throw me under the bus for that. But I was young when that movie came out, and I was like, "This Fast and Furious is kind of like Point Break. You've got a guy that's kind of infiltrating. Like it is the same movie, but you have faster cars, and like I like Vin Diesel, so I was all for it." So for me, I was like, okay, this is the start of a really good relationship with me and action movies. And I love the franchise, but Hobbs and Shaw, everything about that movie is my favorite. It's my spirit animal movie. And when all of the cars connect to the helicopter is the most ridiculous thing in the world, but I love it. If somebody can recreate that scene for me as like a small thing that I can put on my, right here next to me, I want that. I want the helicopter. I want it. I just want to play with it. I want it to be mine.
Isn't there a scene where The Rock is holding on to the chain?
Yeah, it's just Captain America.
Yeah, it's just Captain America scene. Exactly.
Spider-Man. It's Spider-Man when he's holding the webs and the
McFarlane Toys, get on a model for that. I want to see.
So many veins popping.
Oh.
Nice. How about you? What's your favorite and least favorite moment?
Well, obviously my favorite is all of Hobbs and Shaw. Yeah. Oh my God, their love cannot be stopped. That is the greatest romance movie of our time.
And
least favorite. I'm sorry, Val. I'm not a huge Vin Diesel fan, and especially pouty Vin Diesel. Like any of the scenes where he's just fucking pouting, I really just want to punch him in the face because I'm like, I don't even believe you have emotions. So why are you trying to be sad?
That's like number 4 on. Like
yeah.
But as soon as The Rock shows up, he's suddenly all sad and pouty.
That's
because The Rock is so much better than him, and
he's not acting.
Yeah.
I love The Rock.
And then, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but as The Rock gets more and more shirtless throughout the series, Vin Diesel's sleeves get longer and longer. Like in 8, he's like straight up wearing like a long sleeve like waffle tee.
Wait till Fast 9, he's in a burqa.
But
right?
Yeah. That's for me. I'd say my least favorite moment. When Vin Diesel came back in number 4. No. No, one of the stupidest moments is in number 4 when he's like standing in the street and like imagining Letty's death recreation or whatever. That was dumb. But my favorite moment by far is Dominic Toretto. I'm Deckard Shaw. You don't know me, but you're about to. That's right. When the transporter comes into the series.
That was an impeccable impression as well.
I know, right? My Statham is spot on.
He also does an excellent version of that with Tom Hanks.
Save it for later. No. All right. So obviously we're all huge fans, especially Craig. So why is this Point Break remake? Why is it spun off into this multi-billion-dollar industry? Any theories on that? Let's start with Ben.
Bow Wow. Like, Bow Wow. I mean,
launched it.
So, like I think, to be perfectly honest, it's because they just don't care. Like they're just like, cool, we can pull a vault through the streets of Brazil. Like somebody turned that script in and they were like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Like there's nothing wrong with this at all. Let's shoot it. And they did it. And I think that's what people love about it. That's what I love about it. And that for me is how extravagant they get and like just don't give a shit at this point.
Yeah. Number 5, they seem to stop giving a shit, and then it just kind of escalated from there.
Like, let's steal some cop cars and race them while pulling a vault, like a safe. Like there's no way around it. Yeah. It's like it's a Saturday for us. That's what it is.
How about you, Robert?
I think it's partially the popcorn movie factor. You can just walk in, turn your brain off, and just shovel popcorn into your mouth. And just like, I'm watching these guys do the most ridiculous stunts and the most ridiculous things, and can't get enough of it. I mean, it's part wacky races. It's part, they're trying to give a story, but we're just going to wind up doing some ridiculous stunt. It turns into like either James Bond or Mission Impossible with what stunt or what action scene are we going to get this movie?
Nice. Excellent. Val, any theories?
Yeah, for me, I mean, there's a few of them. I mean, I'm a huge Die Hard fan, and if you love Die Hard, you know that you're going to watch it for ridiculousness. There's nothing real about it. Nobody's going to fall, off of a huge bridge that breaks in a white t-shirt and walk away with it being totally clean. But that happens in Die Hard. So when you get Die Hard and then you get Fast and Furious, you have movies that now have all the stunts that you want, all the action scenes, plus you have really fast, pretty cars that you're never going to be able to own, girls you're never going to be able to date, and then they throw in heart. They throw in the storyline of this family that now you feel a part of. So not only do you have ridiculousness, but you also have this kind of family heart, like we're all together in this. And you kind of feel that there is a little bit of story, a little bit of heart, but then there's a whole lot of explosions and boobs, and it's great.
Yeah. And I think it's pronounced family.
Sorry, fam. Sorry.
Craig, how about you?
Well, I think Robert's got it right. It's really everything from 1975 mixed into a bowl, and then you throw the future and $100 million at it. So it's got the race cars of, Smokey and the Bandit, but it also has that Roger Moore era Bond, where it's ridiculously stupid, goofy, where they wink at the camera, versus, Daniel Craig, where they don't even, it's very grounded. So I think it's goofy, wacky, crazy, because I was told that you shouldn't even watch it until the fifth movie. And if I have to invest in the 4 bad movies to get to the fifth movie, they said after that it goes crazy, and it does. They turn from DVD stealing people, car thieves, whatever. So they're stealing DVDs, and then now they're going to be, I guess, intergalactic secret agents. So it's really James Bond with cars and money.
And
First off,
really quick,
I will not
just
have
to
you
Val's
besmirch the pigeon double take. But sorry, Robert, go ahead.
No problem. To go back to Val's point, it does have heart, and that is true. One thing that I noticed in 1 and then everything from 4 after is that there is that family theme that runs through it that I didn't really get with 2. It was not there for me at all in 3. But the other movies, it is about the bond of this family that has come together, not by blood, but by choice, and, how they stick together. And Val was totally right. They have that heart that a lot of movies lack otherwise, that kind of brings you into it outside of just the action and adventure portion of it.
Yeah, like James Bond doesn't have that heart. And so it's
James Bond
you
has
can
no
change the lead character every couple of movies, and it's like, well, it's still the character, so it's going to be action. He's going to, run through a couple secret agents, and that's that. But
Smokey and the Bandit does have heart. So it's Smokey and the Bandit and Roger Moore's James Bond together.
And that's why they had the 4 CMTV movies like Bandit, 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 Bandit Goes Country, Run, Bandit, Run. I've got them back here. We can talk about those another time, but...
Yeah, but Smokey the Bandit didn't make a ton of money.
Run, Bandit, Run.
Did you not to?
All right, what's the time marker? 1845. That was Craig's first facepalm. All right, I just want to mark that down. Yeah.
Craig, if it makes you feel any better, just before my twins were born, we were trying to figure out how to refer to them other than Baby A and Baby B, and it was Smokey and the Bandit.
Nice. Love it.
You're muted, Craig. Craig, you're muted. We can't hear you.
I didn't do it.
That's the best way. I mean, I think Jake did it, which makes me love Jake even more.
The machine. I pulled it out. I thought you were going to call them Flash and the Snowman.
No, they were Smokey and the Bandit.
But yeah, that shows you my diehardness. I was going to get the one with the car, but that's too much. That's
a little ostentatious. Okay, so starting with Robert. Fast 9's coming out eventually. Hobbs and Shaw 2. There's talk about a female spinoff, all that stuff. Where is the franchise going? What are your thoughts on where it could be going? Besides space, obviously.
Almost anywhere. It's, I'm waiting for them to go, there's an asteroid coming to Earth. We need somebody to go get it. Send this team. And they're off, doing Armageddon with better music and a better script. Possibly.
I like Armageddon. We got to race around this asteroid fast enough to throw it off its axis. Yeah.
No, I like Armageddon, but I mean, it could do anything. After the fact, they've gone from, like Craig was saying, we're hijacking DVD players. You don't really get that until the last third of the movie. To we are fighting alongside FBI agents and international operatives to take down whomever, because they're I guess the Suicide Squad for the whoever Interpol or Shaw's agency.
Well, you went from
Hobbs' agency.
You went from DVD players to The Rock picking up a missile like a submarine torpedo.
But it's The Rock, and again, it's the over the top action. It's like, is The Rock going to pick that? Yes, he is. Is he going to hold the helicopter and do the Captain America flex? Of course he is. So I mean, it's not. I would say it's not a stretch that it could go any direction, including we're going to go blow up this asteroid and save the world.
I just want to see John Cena on top of the laser machine that they have in Armageddon, and then somebody has to yell off at him to get off of that machine.
You can't see me.
I'm on space dementia.
I was gonna say, so John Cena's the one who gets the space dementia?
I don't know.
Whose head
is big? Who has a bigger toe head, John Cena or Vin Diesel? I
mean, that's like having the big toe and the second or third toe next to each other.
That requires some like water displacement experiment to get actual figures. All right, well, Val, how about you? Any thoughts about the future of the franchise?
I mean, I don't quite understand why they need to call it a female spinoff, because one thing I do love about the Fast and Furious movies is that they've always had amazing female cast members that have a purpose. Like, they're not just in there to be a female. Like Gal Gadot's character, Michelle Rodriguez's character, Jordana Brewster, a little bit iffy, but Charlize Theron, they're all pretty like big characters. So to say that it needs to be a spinoff, just make another Fast and Furious movie and pay more attention to them. They've got all the characters there. They've got good storylines there. So yeah, I'd love to see it, but I don't know necessarily that you need to say now this is a female spinoff. Like, just make another movie and give them a bigger story.
Yeah, I do appreciate that the women aren't just damsels in distress to be a damsel in distress.
Yeah.
Well, I think that had a lot to do with Michelle Rodriguez, right? Didn't she threaten to leave once or twice? Because that kind of the direction we're headed.
Yeah.
Well, because she didn't speak to Brian until like movie number 7. Yeah, that was a fun fact that came up. Craig, how about you? What's going to get you back in theaters to continue watching these?
They have to keep adding the cast, because when they put The Rock in, he's the franchise saver. Then they put Kurt Russell, and then they had Charlize Theron. I mean, Scott Eastwood ain't gonna cut it. We have to keep going bigger and bigger. I want to see a Harrison Ford. I want to make this Expendables team-wise, except with people who aren't losers. I want to see the Expendables for winners. Just good guest stars, good villains. That's what I want to see. Because I mean, Idris Elba and Hobbs and Shaw was fantastic. Things like that.
All right. I hear you, Nicolas Cage. I get it. Ben, how about you?
Honestly, at this rate, I'm assuming there's like another Toretto sibling we don't know about, and he's got a sister who's even more badass than apparently John Cena is, and she's going to be the bad guy for number 10. So that's what I'm looking for. I think John Cena shows up. He becomes part of the family again sometime in the middle of that movie. I assume he sees the error of his ways as the Toretto way, and then it sets us up for his sister, who is just like, completely unknown until now.
All right, Ben, you've actually segued into my next question, because with Fast 9 and finding out, John Cena's a brother that we never heard about, who's playing the sister?
I assume it's Charlize Theron, actually. I think Cypher is his sister. That's what I'm going with right now, and that's why she knew about him. Not because he threw Owen Shaw out of a plane. Like, that wasn't the first time. This whole thing has been to get Vin Diesel back in the family.
Nice. All right. And then my next question to everybody was, who are the parents that come back? Who are Daddy and Mommy Toretto?
It was Burt Reynolds and Sally Field.
Sally Field too small.
That's questionable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna question that breeding.
Who was the milkman? Who was the milkman in this relationship?
Well, I know when Val guested with us on our Rocky IV episode earlier this month, well, I guess just last week.
Oh, this is where Steve.
We hypothesize that it's going to be this generation Sylvester Stallone.
Well, wasn't there a rumor when Paul Walker died that Kurt Russell was supposed to be his long lost father? Like, I remember reading that somewhere that when Kurt Russell was in the cast, he was supposed to be Paul Walker's father, and they had to do a quick rewrite when Paul Walker died, which I'm here for. Like, listen, Kurt Russell, he's my man. Santa Claus movies, everything. I'm Sky High. Like, I live for Sky High. It's criminal. There's not a sequel for that one yet.
I feel the same way about Death Proof. Anybody else got theories on the parents, or move on?
I mean, I already told you I don't think when we did your episode, I don't think it should be Rocky Sylvester Stallone, but that's only because I want to be able to understand what his dad is saying. I don't want another character that I can't understand. And he's just going to melt, like with all those races and all the stress and the sweat, like his face is just going to melt off.
All right, well then,
work for you.
Did I miss something here? Is his dad dead, or are we doing a flashback?
Oh,
well, okay. So, like, the whole thing is like, yeah, the dad's theoretically dead, and the mom's never spoken of, so she could be alive, and they just haven't brought her up in 7 movies.
obviously she's the voice in Hobbs and Shaw.
Damn it! That's okay. So, are they going to be the voice from Hobbs and Shaw? Because I got my own theories about that.
No, that's Kevin Hart.
Of course, that's why he was on the plane.
Ryan Reynolds. It's Ryan Reynolds.
They can't. It's Kevin Hart. It's got to be Kevin Hart.
Ryan Reynolds.
I absolutely would love if Ryan Reynolds, like, they just keep playing his character the way they have been, just as sort of like this dumb guy who's doing some shady shit in the background. But that's just it. He's not actually anything. He's just the dumb guy who does dumb shit in the background. Like,
he's the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. He's just
you keep thinking he's going to be some sort of bad guy or do anything, but no, he just keeps doing dumb shit in the background.
See, and I'd like to actually see him be the bad guy, because all we see him be is this like quirky character all the time. So if he was like trying to be his friend the whole time and throwing that quirky character out there, and then all of a sudden he's like the worst villain ever, I think that'd be awesome to see him as something different.
Well, I mean, has he done anything other than Deadpool since, Two Guys in a Pizza Shop? Like, Two Guys and a Girl?
Blade Trinity, duh.
Well, yeah, that was before.
He was kind of like, he was on his way to Deadpool there. Like,
well, and let's not forget him and Sandy in is it The Proposal? What is it called? I don't know what it's called.
Or R.I.P.D. Everyone soon forgets.
Obviously, yeah, he's been doing lots of stuff.
Him and Academy Award winner Jeff Bridges.
He's been selling gin. Leave him alone.
Gin and too.
Yeah,
he owns a cell phone provider. So
he's also been making babies, you guys. That takes a lot of time and work and effort.
Not for the dad. It only takes a couple minutes. And the rest of it's just
depends on the time thing, but personally, I would love for the voice to be Tom Hanks in the villain role we've all been waiting for.
Yes, the ultimate mastermind, and he's not a character; he's just Tom Hanks.
The actual, like the QAnon Tom Hanks that we all think he's the evil guy who's really just a sweet. That's why he's got his Greek citizenship.
Yeah. Hey, Dominic Toretto, Tom Hanks here. You don't know me, but you're about to. It'd be fucking great. I mean, I'm sorry, it'd be really great.
Was that Tom Hanks?
You're in so much trouble with Jake right now.
Yes.
Sorry, Jake.
It wasn't me this time.
PG-13. Everybody gets one.
That would be the 3 or 4th.
What?
What? Not here. All right. So has anyone played the Fast and Furious video game that came out a couple weeks ago?
I watched someone play it on YouTube, and it's a mess.
Yeah. Okay.
Shock. I'm shocked.
It introduces a whole new slew of characters, and Toretto and Letty are just like they're like secret government, Interpol agents at this point.
Uh-oh. Jake is back, and he's not happy. Uh-oh.
He didn't mean to be back.
Yeah. I think he showed up just for that watch. Like, that was the point.
I can see you, and I can hear you and your swear words. Jake, they did it. Steve swore.
Sorry, Jake.
Steve and Izzy are the ones swearing.
At the end, he's gonna have like a little tally sheet that he shows.
I get a prize if I don't swear all week. He's gonna get me ice cream.
Ooh.
I mean,
Someone
I
is
can
not getting ice cream.
if you want to swear. Like, there's Uber Eats. We can get you ice cream regardless.
All right. Well, as the title of the panel implies, do they go to space in number 9, or do they save it for the 10th one? So it's Furious X or whatever.
If they were going to space, we would have heard about it because Mission Impossible is going to space. Like, there's no way they would not brag about the fact they're going to beat Tom Cruise to space.
Well, no,
Well,
I
it's
don't mean
supposed
like
to be the
really going to
sequel.
space. I mean like Moonraker going to space.
Yeah, I think 10.
Well,
10.
Yeah,
I'm
I
less-
think 10 too.
I'm less involved in this conversation then.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be Fast X meets Jason X at that point.
Yes, perfect. Exactly
crossover.
what I was hoping you would say.
You're welcome.
Like
Sorry.
the Toretto family just starts populating the galaxy. Just they get
Isn't
out there
Fast
on their own.
and Furious 9 supposed to be the sequel to Fate and the Furious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be a direct sequel. It's like basically they just cut the movie into 2 pieces, and the second part is coming right out. That was why it's supposed to be like back to back.
Obviously, there's a super virus that's going to get released on the world, but they had to edit that, due to, current political.
Wait, didn't that happen in Hobbs and Shaw?
Yeah, I thought that was the plot of
He
Hobbs and
took
Shaw.
Yeah.
She took it all into her own body at the same time.
So this is all Hobbs and Shaw's fault that we're sitting in quarantine?
I mean,
I knew I didn't like this franchise for a reason, and this is why, because we're stuck here in these little boxes because of them. Thanks, Idris Elba.
Okay,
mean,
so
I just think that John Cena should have to
I'm not
shave his
stuck in a
head
box
because
here.
you've got
That's fine.
Tyrese, you've got Vin Diesel, and you've got John Cena. So John Cena should have to shave his head.
There you go. And Ben showing off his
I
beach
support
he's got
this.
going on there.
Doesn't he always
Oh, yeah.
shave his head? He doesn't like it. That's like asking. Now, if you had Nick Cage shave his head, that's
No,
one thing,
John
but-
Cena is like high and tight. Like it's just this little
Yeah, it's
like
just
bristly stuff. I want it all the way off.
Oh,
when your head is literally a square, that's kind of the haircut you go with.
she wants to take his hair off.
I want to see Ludacris in a backpack being carried by John Cena as they're running on the moonscape. Right, so Ludacris
that's what I
like turn around
On the
with
Forest Moon of
guns
Endor?
and John Cena's running. Yeah, that's what I want.
Val,
to
I
see.
had no idea that I wanted to see that until you said that.
I want to see John Cena run like this. This is how I want to see John Cena run.
he's running like he's King Arthur, Legend of the Sword, having a fit.
He's got that Tom Cruise thing going.
The way I run, that's not nice.
It's very Tom Cruisey. That's how Tom Cruise
I
runs.
don't run. Let's not kid ourselves. I do no running.
Well, that
Nobody-
running thing has come to a screeching halt.
Okay, so they're going to
think you broke
space. Are they
Stephen
going to
Izzy.
the moon? Are they going to?
No, they're going to the space station. Like it's gonna be like them and Elon Musk hanging out upstairs.
How are they supposed to have cars in the space station?
They will.
Hover bikes.
There's already a Tesla. Elon Musk sent a Tesla up there.
Ah,
They're going to
that's
incorporate that Tesla. Believe you me.
And they have to use that
The whole
Tesla
mission
to
is to get
save the
the Tesla
world.
back. The
What was
whole
that,
idea,
Ben?
the whole mission is to get the Tesla back. Like that's the entire reason they're up there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
I
dig
want
it.
them to go to the ship that Wally is on, and you got all the fat people, and then you've got them with big, cars crashing through there. And then
It's
here
going to
comes
be that.
Wally.
It's going to be that scene in Ad Astra where they're
Yeah.
racing. And remember there was the 2 moon
Yeah.
cars and shooting at each other.
Awful, but yeah, I remember
Yeah, that movie was awful. More like
Wait a
Dad
minute, so now-
Astra.
wait a
Am I
minute.
right?
Now we have to have them go to the moon to use that lunar rover that's still up there. That has to tie in
Yeah.
somehow.
So it'll be the rover and the Tesla racing
Yes.
each other.
Yes. The bad guy gets the Tesla. They've got to figure out how to hot rod up the lunar rover to take on the Tesla and save the world and the moon at the same time.
Are we
So
back?
the first act.
We can
then-
hear
Yes,
you.
Steve. We can hear you.
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, we just figured we're going to shut down our streaming video here for the next 10 minutes because, apparently our Wi-Fi isn't great down here in our Fortress of
Compound.
Solitude, we'll say.
Our Wi-Fi
Yeah.
is fine. I think it's your device.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Your device is the
Oh, yeah.
Bow Wow
Oh,
of devices.
the device
Steve.
I'm already wasting a lot of
Listen,
to replace.
you guys
Yeah,
cannot
thank
be
you.
mean to Bow Wow. You would not have the entire series without little Bow
It's
Wow.
true. You're right. You're right.
And
So,
Lucas Black,
babe,
like, the oldest teenager in the world, but like without him, like nothing else happens.
And it's true, which brings me up to my absolute favorite, like, little Easter egg in this. His uncle, who he calls to live stream from his flip phone during Tokyo Drift, is his Uncle Deck, who has to check this out. He goes, yo, Uncle Deck, check this out. In a couple of movies, Deckard Shaw is going to show up in Tokyo. Now, why would he be an uncle? Maybe because his best friend in the whole world is a military guy. Now, who could possibly be Twinkie's father?
Idris Elba?
Could it be Idris Elba?
Yeah, I think you're taking the word uncle a little too literally. There's a lot of people who are uncle somebody who have no relationship.
Exactly,
They're
that's what I'm saying.
friends.
They're just buddies.
How much coke do you guys do in your little fortress of solitude up there? Like,
In Hobbs and Shaw, they established that that Shaw and Idris Elba used to be like super, super close, and then Idris Elba set Shaw up, and Shaw had to shoot him a couple times in the head, right? But they used to be like best friends.
yeah, but like in the streaming of this, like Deckard, like he shot Han, and like while Bow Wow was still friends with him.
Obviously, look, we've already seen from the commercials Han's going to come back. He's coming back for 9. Obviously, this is how he got Han away from the Yakuza. He faked his death. He helped him fake his death and then put him in hiding. Come on.
I didn't realize Utah had such great cocaine.
This is a soap opera. Anybody can come back at any time. This is what's so great about these movies, is that nobody's ever really dead.
Well,
We've already had amnesia. Come on.
Is Dom's baby mama coming back?
Well,
No,
I do want to say that
Carrie Thor in real life, he's doing okay.
All the girls, all the female characters do actually die.
That's not true, because Letty came back.
She wasn't
Well, like,
dead.
Yeah, but Giselle didn't.
Giselle, we didn't watch die, though.
Yeah.
Giselle just disappeared into the darkness.
well, I do want to. I do think it's strange that Tokyo Drift was a 2006 movie, and he could stream better on his phone than you guys can in 2020.
Right?
Yeah.
Japanese technology, man.
That cut deep.
So that's 15 years behind. You guys are on the cutting edge of 2005 out there, and
Look, sir. If you go through the timeline, Tokyo Drift actually takes place in 2014 or something. So, because it's the end of Fast 6. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, still. All right. So, excuse me. What else we got going on with this?
When do we pull the winners?
oh,
Do we
Jake
end
does
this?
that.
Oh, okay. Jake will
Jake
come
will
in
go
and
back,
interrupt
yeah.
us. Okay.
Our master of the ceremony, doing a fantastic job.
About it. I know you guys don't want to talk about it, but I want to talk about the Prelude because I watched all 9 movies this week. I rewatched all of them. Plus
So
the
Ben and I are the exact opposite. Steve thought I would watch everything, which is why he put me on. I refused because I knew you would.
At fear of my boss listening in on this call, which I don't think he's on here because Jake won't tell us how many people are watching. I got very little done this week because I was watching Fast and the Furious.
You sound just like the demographic for Fast and Furious.
I'm very much the demographic. Like I remember Fast and the Furious very well because it was the first PG-13 movie I was allowed to see without my mother or parents being there. I remember that very clearly because she had no idea what it was. And then I got there and I was hooked for life. And I've been at opening night for everyone except Hobbs and Shaw because I had a kid and my wife wouldn't let me go.
And you're complaining about other people's potential drug use.
No, I'm not complaining. I just want to know, I want to know where I get some because they're on
hook
something
up
down there.
It's all natural.
All right. So yeah, the Prelude is between the first Fast and Furious and Too Fast, Too Furious, correct?
Yes. That's where the skyline showed up. That's where he found the skyline for Too Fast, Too Furious.
And if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I've seen it, isn't it basically just Paul Walker driving for like 10 minutes and then...
yeah,
that's all it is.
It's like that Tom Hardy movie.
It's him in a 3000 GT and then a skyline.
Yeah.
Picking up, he gets picked up by just a random lady who's like, "Yeah, I know who you are," and you're ready.
That's Minka Kelly. Thank you very much. That's not some random lady.
What?
That's Minka Kelly, former Derek Jeter girlfriend and gift basket receiver. Minka Kelly.
Really?
You are weird.
How do you
Yeah.
know?
You not you
That
don't know about
association
Derek
is so
Jeter?
bizarre.
We know about Derek Jeter.
It was just a very odd.
When he
Anyway,
breaks up
go
with a
ahead.
girl, he gives them a gift basket and says goodbye.
Oh,
Oh, classy.
That's why
I'm just kind of curious how he knows this.
I'm a baseball fan, so I know.
He broke up with him
Yeah.
once.
Craig received one.
How do you think I got my
Smoke-
I got a whole Funko collection thanks to Derek.
And a little note that says, "Thanks for all the great nights."
I just Googled it to make sure it was actually Minka Kelly. And
Am I wrong?
no, you are completely right. We are
I am
wrong.
completely right. Having done no research at all, I'm completely
New
right.
studying.
I'm
All right.
sorry. I stand corrected on the. It's actually called the turbocharged prequel to Too Fast, Too Furious is the official name.
Woo!
Mm.
Wow, their
Interesting.
titling is right on the nose on that one.
The only credited
It'll
actor.
continue throughout the series. Fast and Furious was number 4. Remember that, guys. All right.
It
So
was
when
Fast and the Furious, and then it became just Fast and Furious for the fourth one.
Yeah, that's when the tides turned.
Yeah. All right.
That's
So when
Toretto
Fast
got to
9
make Pitch Black 2. Or no, he got to make Chronicles of Riddick. So if I remember correctly, he got some kind of agreement from Universal that if he did the Tokyo Drift, they would give him money for Chronicles of Riddick.
Yeah.
So back for Tokyo Drift, he could do Chronicles of Riddick, and then they,
instead of just sandwiches, they were going to give him money. Weren't they going to give him money?
Probably not. I mean, do you remember Chronicles of Riddick? We could have just stuck on sandwiches. It would probably been the same movie.
Yeah.
So I think Judi Dench showed up in the third one. Yeah. All right. So when Fast 9 comes out, who knows, couple of weeks, couple months, 3 years from now, are you paying the $30 to watch it at home? Or do you already have it pre-ordered?
I mean,
I'll just get sent the link, so I'm fine.
Val's living in a different world than the rest of us as a film
Oh,
critic.
I tried to pull a Craig there and just be a jerk to everybody.
Yes.
I mean,
I get to go
better
see
than
movies
you.
for free.
that was me. I said that.
Yeah, Val gets the web link and a gift basket, and it's like, well, sorry about Fast 9. Here you go.
Cool. You'll get an email from Tyrese complaining about how he's broke again. Because
But Tyrese is going to email me? That's going to happen?
Yes.
Okay.
I can promise you Tyrese is going to email you. It'll be his personal email address.
Yeah, Tyrese772@gmail.com.
It's at AOL and you know it.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining us on our little adventure here through the Fast and Furious universe. Val, let's start with you. If you want to shout out your how people can follow you and where they can find you on the social medias.
Yeah, you can follow me at I am Val Cameron on Facebook, Film Dance Play on Instagram, and then you can actually go to Movies That Make Us or Multiplane Podcast. Those are both the podcasts that I have going on with Stolen Droids, and thanks.
Well, thank you. Craig, how about you?
MatineeHeroes.com. I'm Matinee Heroes at everything. And please donate. That's all. I'm going to plug the con. Please donate as much as you can. I know it's a pandemic. I know we've got a bunch of different things going on, and every dollar matters. But you can't do worse. I mean, you can't do better than the American Cancer Society. So please donate.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yes, thank you. Ben?
Yeah, you can find us at SLC Nerd on Facebook and the website, Geek ATL, and then also the Single Hilarity on Facebook as well. That's all the same group of us here. And then, to Craig's point, donate. If you're a friend of mine and you haven't donated, I expect better of you.
Wow, the gauntlet is thrown.
He's not angry.
Enough
He's just
we don't.
All right, and Robert, where can I start following you?
You can follow me at Shadowrunner at on either Instagram or Twitter. You can also follow me at fourcolorcoverage.com. And those are the best places to catch me.
Follow him on Instagram. He does like the best character montages ever. It's my life right now.
Yeah, those little figures. He
Oh,
does
and that
the
one is
action
actually
Yes.
theater.
Yes. It's
So that's
amazing.
actually you, Robert. You're doing those yourself. You're not resharing.
Nope, I am doing every one of those for the past almost 4 years.
They're amazing. Good work.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Nice. Speaking of art, babe, are you on social media at all?
I am. You can find me everywhere at Untidy Venus. That's a goddess who's bad at housekeeping. I have a whole Etsy shop, and if you've donated $50 or $100, you can go on over, check out my Etsy shop, untidyvenus.etsy.com, and see what prints you'd like. And just message Steve, and we'll mail those out to you as soon as we confirm your donation.
Yeah, we'll be able to look it up. And remember, it's specifically to team Everything I Learned from Movies over on Give Butter. But yeah, just give in general, guys. It's for a great cause. And of course, thanks to everybody involved with Utah Remote Con for having us.
Yeah, you guys are the greatest.
Yep. And follow us on all your favorite podcatchers at EILF Movies. That's Everything I Learned from Movies.
All right. Now Jake is back with the tally. Who swore the most?
Yeah, I mean, did we miss any of the swear words? Do we have time to catch up on anything we missed?
Oh no, we got them all. You guys are good. You hit them all, which I appreciate.
Oddly enough, Val and I did not use them.
I do want to say, yeah, I know I'm very proud of both of you. Very proud of both of you.
You get cookies.
I do want to say we are at 1,490 as of the end of this panel, and I want to recognize we did get one notable donation that I want to point out from villain Tom Hanks, who says, "You don't know me, boom, but you're about to." So I'm afraid we're all going to explode here in a second. I don't know what's going to happen. But we appreciate that, villain Tom Hanks, very much. Let's go ahead and do our first raffle of the day. We're just going to draw a name here. Bear with me while I do this on the computer through magic here. We'll see what happens.
Wait a minute. It's magic?
Well, yeah, of course it's magic.
It's
That doesn't seem fair.
He's going to draw a couple cards, gear up his mana.
This is Jake's studying face.
Yeah, well, so it just gave me an error, so I don't know what's happening. So we are going to announce the winner later.
Harry Johnson, come on down for your raffle prize.
This is our first panel, so we're going to have technical hang-ups, like our moderator disappearing from sight for a minute. So it's fine. We'll get there though by the end of the day.
It was like 25 minutes, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've only gone for an hour and a half. Come on, relax.
So, but if you want to enter the raffle, let me show you. We are going to put pictures of what the prizes are on our Facebook and social media and everything. You can buy tickets at givebutter.com, Utah Remote Con 2020. Please enter the raffle there. Please donate if you can. We really appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This was a fun panel. I think everybody had a good time. It was a great way to kick off Utah Remote Con 2020. We really appreciate it.
Val is out of here. She's gone. She's like,
Bye, Val.
we're over.
She's like, that's it. That's the show.
Jake's back. I got to go.
No encore.
She stepped off screen so she could let out all the swear words she was saving up.
She is. Yeah. She's pretending she's at an actual con where she's got to run down the hall all the way across the convention center to the next panel.
Yeah. So the next panel, speaking of which, is going to be in just an hour or so. It's going to be Crack Brain Podcast Live. I have no idea what they have in store for us, except that it will be a good time. That's what I'm counting on. So it'll be a lot of fun. They are great. They've been very good to come on and do this show. You guys have been great for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everybody who stopped and watched and enjoyed part of your Labor Day with us. Thank you again, and we'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We'll see you at Craig's thing about sharks on Thursday.
Woo!
Sharks on Thursday, but 1 o'clock, because we're doing Stephen Peggy. The love story from
2
Avengers.
o'clock Mountain Time, 1 o'clock Craig's time, because he's on the West Coast. Fancy.
I'm in
schmancy.
California.
West Coast.
I'm only 6 miles from the beach too, Ben. So
I'm 100 yards.
All
but
right.
I don't rent.
All right.
I do.
You're on
All right. Thank
vacation.
you
I was
guys.
there.
Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.